What's up, y'all? Welcome to the day in the life of the brand new 2023 Pathfinder in the scarlet red colorway, which pretty much looks more of like a maroon red. You have the split headlight design that Nissan has been doing lately. I personally am a fan of it. I think one of the coolest things about the front of this vehicle is this kind of like vent looking system here. It looks really cool and it stands out in the dark. Nissan's new logo, blacked out grille, fog lights on the bottom. And let's take a look at the back of this car now. We've got Pathfinder and Rock Creek badging back here. You have this black bar that connects the tail lights, roof rack, which we're gonna utilize today because we're going kayaking, and tail lights. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna head over, get some fuel, and you can follow me throughout the day today. The off-roading capabilities can be turned on with a knob here on the center, and you'll see that the camera system comes up here on the screen so you can see the front of the vehicle as well as one of the wheels, which is very useful. Now, as far as how it feels on here, it is a little bit on the stiffer side, especially coming from the 4Runner, where the suspension on there was very soft and you can barely feel anything, especially when you're on bumpy roads. But with this car, since it is slightly tuned for off-roading and it is slightly raised, yeah, it is better than other Pathfinders. However, it's not going to compare to something like the 4Runner since they're really not even in the same class. All right, made it to the gas station. So this has an 18.5 gallon tank. It pretty much says that premium fuel is recommended, which, okay, fine, we're gonna put premium in it because you guys got on me last time for not putting premium. All right, let's turn on the car and let's see how many miles we're getting on a full tank. Animation is loading. And it says we have just over 450 miles, which isn't bad at all, but stay tuned to the end of the video so you can get an idea of how it handles as far as the MPG throughout the day. But now we're gonna go back to the office and get some editing done. Grant, you're not this big tech guy, but I kind of want to hear your perspective. What stands out to you personally?
Tech-wise, honestly, the shifter. So it slides. It's one of those electronic shifters. I find myself always just putting it into reverse rather than park because you have to actually press the park button.
This Pathfinder has an 8-inch display. I'm not a big fan of this giant bezels around it. However, I do like the addition of the buttons because some of us still prefer that over a fully touchscreen system. Okay, we made it to the river. Now we gotta unstrap everything.
Here we are.
So like I mentioned, we have a roof rack here. How many pounds does that hold again?
220.
220, so that's not bad at all.
Not a lot, but hey, it's a kayak. It's not gonna weigh much.
Yeah, it gets the job done. It does what it needs to do. So let's go ahead and pull out this baby. Since we're still outside, let's talk about this trunk space.
Might as well.
It's not automatic, unfortunately.
Real big con in my opinion.
Yeah, that is a con.
That is a big con in my opinion.
Have to pull
especially
it
on
out.
A price like this. What is it, 54,000?
Something around that price
around
point.
that range, like at least something, you know. Obviously, we've got a big light in here.
Seats fold down, so we're able to fit our lighting equipment, which is very nice.
This one is spec'd with weather mats, which is really cool to have Rock Creek weather mats. I feel like that's a nice touch.
Pathfinder this year has an auto start and stop feature. Listen to this real quick.
Cut off instantly.
As soon as you stop.
That is insane.
Now, what's a little bit annoying about that is that when it cuts off, the steering wheel locks. And it feels a little bit awkward. And then how fast it shuts off is, I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not either. It's way too soon just to barely, you just barely come to a stop and then it does.
Now we're going. You see that? It's a little too abrupt. And you can hear things kind of flicking in the background.
All right, Victor, you're the everything technology guy. What about the tech in this car?
I'd say my favorite piece of tech in this car is Nissan's Pro Pilot Assist.
Okay.
Because we're on the highway right now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
The car's driving for me.
Ooh.
It is literally driving for me.
Now
But every couple seconds or just under a minute, it's gonna start beeping at me and let me know that I need to put my hand back on the wheel. It's doing it right now, so I'm gonna do that now. And on top of that, I really like the digital gauge. It's not fully digital. However, Nissan does a really good job at integrating this digital part within the, what is this thing's called?
Analog.
The analogs.
2 analog tags.
I'm living in the future here. I don't even know what the word analog is. Y'all, check out this backup camera system. You have a bird's eye view on the right side, and then on the left side, you have the actual backup camera. Now, I want to nitpick this a little bit because the bird's eye view car is not actually this vehicle. We're missing a sunroof. It's not a big deal, but I would have loved to see that attention to detail here. The Pathfinder is a versatile SUV, and this off-road Rock Creek trim allows adventurous spirits and families alike more flexibility. Nissan did an excellent job with the interior by turning every corner into a practical space for compartments.
I enjoyed seeing the reliable 3.5 liter V6 here with a 9-speed automatic transmission, a much welcome change from the previous CVT.
Stay tuned and hit the subscribe button. We've got a ton more to share about this car in our upcoming shorts and on our Instagram and TikTok pages. I'm Victor Kamanga.
And I'm Grant Lewis.
Thank you for joining us on this everything automotive journey. Bye.
Welcome back to another Everything Auto video!
It's 2020 what?
23.
And there's no wireless charging?
It's not even an option.